Welcome to the WSL Post Show here at the GWM Sydney Surf Pro, presented by Bonsoy. It was a quick morning, a potential finals day, but we've called it after setting up the women's semi-finals. But those quarters, they had some exceptional battles, great matchups on paper, and they lived up to the hype. Ronnie Blakey with Jess Starling. And Vaughan, you've done it again, letting us break the events back and then coming in towards the finals and, jumping in the chair. Where you been?
Do you really want to know?
Not really.
It's so good to be. But yeah, look, I'll fly. I'll get helicoptered in for the last heat of the day for sure, no problem. But it's so good to be back at Narrabeen, dog. You and I used to. We actually grew up in a house halfway down the beach.
Albert Street.
Albert Street when we were little groms, and we'd make the little witches' cauldrons of stews out of pine cones and dirt. And, now we're back up here, a few metres up the beach, dealing with the cauldron at North Narrabeen in these sort of southerly, blustery conditions. And great to see everyone just get into the magic, pulling some magic out of that cauldron.
Great to have you here.
Thanks, mate.
Interesting quarterfinal matchups. And on the top side of the draw, a lot of emerging talent stepping up and getting some important breakthrough results today.
Yeah, I feel like there was a lot of veteran kind of new era matchups we saw today. One that comes to mind especially was Sally Fitz and Bella Kenworthy. Sally's experience, getting her the jump on that, but a lot of rematches as well. Yolanda getting to the quarterfinals for the first time, getting knocked by our reigning champion, Isabella Nichols. So I feel like there was 4 really great matchups. And 4 great heats too. Everyone fought till the very end.
Let's have a closer look at quarterfinal number 2. We love this one on paper because Erin Brooks, there's not a lot of her, but she's got impeccable timing, a whole lot of speed out the lip, much like Alyssa Spencer. And these two really went at it. Erin Brooks has been posting big numbers on each of her opening rides through the earlier rounds, but in this one, it turned into a tougher battle.
Yeah, I feel like Erin was on the back foot, and Alyssa, I mean, she's got a lot of experience now, had her first half of the year on the CT, but Erin, I know she's been down here every morning, every afternoon, putting in reps out here, and it's starting to pay off for her. She's just looking so sharp on her feet.
Had to fight for the rhythm in this battle, but again, just blew our minds. Vaughan, she's in rare form. She's chasing 3 Challenger Series event wins in a row now into the semi-finals.
That's absolutely insane, isn't it? Yeah, she has momentum, and it's looking really hard to stop at this stage. Spencer was a real danger surfer for her. I know she's just come off the CT, but far out. She's just such a live wire performer as well. I thought these lefts were really going to suit her. There was a little bit there. You could see the spark, but Erin's just in such blistering form. Couldn't get over the top of her.
Yeah, that's right. Let's have a look at the Boost Mobile heat of the day. And it was Sally Fitzgibbons up against Bella Kenworthy, and we knew Sally was going to have an edge. Her surfing is so on this year, especially this last month. It seems like she's found a new gear and laid down some great turns again.
Yeah, Sal's come off the CT looking more fired up than ever. She just takes every challenge in her stride, but Bella Kenworthy was definitely a big challenge for her this morning. She's been on fire, working with Maddie Cattle, but Sal getting big scores for surfing like this. She had a pair of 7s, and it's just typical Sally, you know. She's just so committed, but Bella put up a great fight, came back with a huge single maneuvers as well, but Sal getting the jump on her again.
Yeah, and a lot of support down here, and Sally, she absolutely just relishes the opportunity to rub shoulders with the fans, stops for every photo, every autograph. But here it is, the Bailey Ladders bracket, checking out some big semi-final clashes here. Still the all-goofy battle happening in the top half of the draw.
Yeah, Nadia was impressive this morning too. Erin, that's going to be a fantastic semi-final. The semi I can't wait to see is this all-Aussie battle in semi number 2. Sally Fitzgibbons and Isabella Nichols. I believe that's a replay, is it not, of last year's final? So far out. Both these women coming off semi-final finishes up at Snapper. It's going to be huge. And, tomorrow's looking like a really nice day weather-wise, so we'll probably see a big crowd on the beach for that one, and those women will get a lot of support.
Yeah, looking forward to watching it all play out. And there is a chance, a real chance that we could have surfers tied at the top of the Challenger Series rankings as well.
I know, it's just all getting very exciting. Obviously, this is the last stop in Australia too, so every surfer wanted to come out of Australia with a good result. And I feel like experience has kind of been playing through in these last two events with both Sal and Isabella in the semis again. But yeah, tomorrow's going to be a great day. Hopefully see the men back in the water too. We still have their quarterfinals to run, but today was just, it was fun. It was exciting. And I feel like it was really electrifying too.
Yeah, definitely. Let's have a look at some of those head-to-head matchups on the Bailey Ladders bracket, the quarterfinal set. Vaughan, what are you looking forward to here?
Oh, all of it. All of it. Ian Gavea and Miguel Pupo. Ian was such a standout. It's almost like he's found an extra gear in his surfing this year. Miguel, obviously, he's looking to get a better result than he got at Snapper. Well, he's already got that, so he'll be looking at that second heat as soon as he comes in. Leo in blistering form. Pupo is unbelievable. He is just so good this year. And then far out, yeah, I mean, the local guy, Geordie Lawler, that's going to be a standout heat. He's going to have so much support down here. Got a big one, big challenge there. Eli's probably been the standout surfer of the event for me. And then Taro and Gathia, and that'll be an exciting one as well. But so much action there, Ronnie. So many big hits coming from those surfers.
For sure. A lot of experience in that top half of the draw. CT level surfers who've had some reps at the top end. So I think you'd have to say, as a result of that, the favourite is probably in the top side of the draw. But the way Geordie and Taro have been surfing, just so unpredictable, it's going to be interesting if those two meet in the semi-finals. But they've still got quarters to win, of course. Let's have a look at the Surfline forecast. We knew today was going to be a tricky one. That wind, it did start to pick up a little earlier than anticipated.
Yeah, definitely. I was sitting there watching it earlier, and the funny thing is here at Narrabeen, you can actually watch the southerly come in. It's darker water, but we rocked up. There was still really fun left-handers on play. The wind wasn't puffing in too much, but yeah, it's just come in, filtered in a little too much. But we do have pretty favourable winds for most of Tuesday, and hopefully some good-looking faces as well. 4 to 6 foot faces tomorrow. Drops off a little bit more on Wednesday. Still looking a bit favourable Wednesday morning, but I feel like we could have a good day of action tomorrow, and hopefully this southerly wind just stays away from us. We don't want it.
Yeah, that swell kind of trending down through Wednesday and Thursday, so we'll be here nice and early tomorrow to have a look at things and potentially get that finals day running. But let's now dive into some of the highlights from today. It's the BioGlan Daily Dose, our top 3 moments in a shorter day of competition. Erin Brooks coming in at number 3 and just maintains this incredible form. So much spark on the forehand.
Live wire, and far out, you can see why she is going to be a superstar in the future. Sort of has been really done a great job of putting away the disappointment of not making the Olympics and just fired all that energy into the Challenger Series on some kind of roll. 3 events in a row. Has it ever been done? Don't think so.
It hasn't, but it could happen for sure. Isabella Nichols is looking to go back-to-back here at North Narrabeen. She comes in at number 2 today.
Yeah, Isabella, she's tapping into some local knowledge as well, working with Maddie Granger. But, I mean, the surfing, it's all in her power, and she just looks so effortless today. 4 waves surfed in a 30-minute heat, capitalised on the waves that she took off on as well, and had a big task of Yolanda Hopkins, but got the job done.
Matty Cattle, he's a busy man this week, working with a lot of the competitors. Coming in at number 1 today, Sally Fitzgibbons. This backhand, we know, we've seen it claim CT events. It looks lethal out here at the moment.
Well, I heard you say this morning, Ronnie, that Sal is going to love these tricky conditions. She'll relish them. And look at this. It's all in this performance. Her surfing, her board, everything about it is like loving this lineup. I think the trickiness of it is something that she really enjoys the challenge of. Big support, as always, on the crowd. One of the all-time favourites. And that crowd's only going to grow as we head into finals day for the women's.
Yeah, Sal's found something. You know, she had a rough run through the first 4 events of the season, but kind of by stop 5 over in Margaret River, yeah, she left her runner a little late, but stop 5, she started to throw down some turns. You were like, whoa, she's really pushing, like maybe pushing harder than she ever has before. Saw it at Snapper, now seeing it on these lefts. She looks like in event-winning form.
I know she probably doesn't want to be here on the Challenger Series. I'm sure she would have loved to have made the cut, but I think it's actually a blessing in disguise for everyone else, the fact that she has come back to the Challenger Series, because for me, watching her, she sets the bar. She sets the bar for competitive edge, competitive strategy, and just rising to a challenge. I think all of the women are probably stoked that she's here, because for me, she's definitely the most informed surfer I've seen.
Yeah, definitely got her sights set on a big victory, but 4 surfers on that women's side do. So I look forward to seeing them battle it out for the victory here. That's all we got time for today, but we'll be here nice and early, making a call at 7:15 a.m. So make sure you tune in for that. Right now, though, we're going to leave you with more highlights. See you tomorrow.
This copyrighted event broadcast is produced by the World Surf League for broadcast around the world and may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the written consent of the World Surf League.